that the angry would-be geoengineers and the carefree German car sellers are in conversation with each other, as if, more than anything, the reckless experiments the people in our room are attempting to rationalize are really about allowing the car people in the next room to keep their party going. The mind has a habit of making connections out of random, proximate events, but in this case, it's not entirely random. Like the word random itself isn't random because it's an intentional sequence of letters conveying a completely not random, completely intentional idea. It's a paradox. There is no doubt that some of the people pushing geoengineering see these technologies not as emergency bridges away from fossil fuels, but as a means to keep the fossil fuel frenzy going for as long as possible. Nathan, and they're doing that, and they're fucking killing the planet, Mother Earth, as they're fucking doing it. Nathan Meyervold, for one, has even proposed using the mountains of yellow sulfur that are produced as waste in the Alberta tar sands to shield the sun, which would conveniently allow all the major oil majors to keep digging and drilling indefinitely. You could put one little pumping facility up there, and with one corner of one of those sulfur mountains, you could solve the whole global warming problem for the northern hemisphere. And David Keith's startup company, Carbon Engineering, has not only Bill Gates as an investor, but also Murray Edwards, whose oil company, Canadian Natural Resources, is one of the biggest players in the tar sands. Let's see, what year was this published again? Or did I even know? "2014. Neither of these is an isolated case. Corporations that either dug up fossil fuels or that, like car companies, are responsible for a disproportionate share of their combustion have a long track record of promoting geoengineering as a response to climate change, one that they clearly see as preferable to stopping their pollution. This goes as far back as 1992. No, it doesn't. It goes back to the 40s. They're doing it and they've been doing it. Sorry, Naomi. This goes as far back as 1992, when the National Academy of Sciences co-published a controversial report titled Policy Implications of Greenhouse Warming. To the consternation of many climate scientists, the document included a series of geoengineering options, some of them rather outlandish, from sending 50,000 mirrors into Earth's orbit to putting billions of aluminized hydrogen-filled balloons in the atmosphere to provide a reflective screen. They're doing solar radiation management, Naomi. They're not just proposing it. Look up. Adding to the controversy was the fact that this chapter of the report was led by Robert A. Frosch, then a vice president at General Motors. As he explained at the time, "I don't know why anybody should feel obligated to reduce carbon dioxide if there are better ways to do it. When you start making deep cuts, you're talking about spending some real money and changing the entire economy. I don't understand why we're so casual about tinkering with the whole way people live on the earth, live on the earth, not, he says, not in the earth, but not tinkering a little further with the way we influence the environment,